Hello, this is Shaun Nordlie, Community Manager here at Hemlock Farms. Going to start with the library this Sunday from 1 to 4. They're going to celebrate their 50th year. They've got a celebration going on there, so make sure you get over there. At 1:30, they're going to have some guest speakers that talk about the history of the library. Also going to have some scrapbooks. They're just showing everything with the library and the history of the library there too. So check that out, 1 to 4 this Sunday, 50th anniversary of our library. Day camp registration is tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. You can do that online, or else you can come to the administration office in person starting at 9 to do that. You're going to want to do it quick. Those go fast. Last year I think we sold out in about an hour and a half. So all the information's been out there. We've sent a couple of e-blasts out there. We've got a day camp page on our website, so make sure you follow everything you need to do ahead of time so you're ready to go for that 9 a.m. registration. That's when online opens, and of course that's when the doors open administration to sign up your children for 2026 day camp. Board of Directors candidate packets are now available. You can get those online on the website, or else email John Wormuth to get a packet, or else come to the administration office and get that. And there's some stuff you're going to have to fill out. You need to get signatures from 30 signatures from voters for that. But all that information will be available on the website, so you know if you are interested in running for the Board of Directors. We do have 5 spots open this year, so certainly looking for candidates for that. Those are all due by May 27th at 2 p.m. They have to be turned into the administration office by then. So if you have any questions on that, certainly you can contact myself or John. We're happy to help you and answer any questions about running for the Board of Directors. Board of Directors meeting last Saturday, and some of the highlights from that. I talked about water accountability, and every year we have to turn in reports to the Delaware River Basin Commission, the DRBC, and that's due by the end of March. And basically it just shows them where our water's going. We know how much we pump out of our wells every year. We know how much we bill to the members for usage, but then there's also water that is not billed, and we have to account for that. So there's a whole formula that we go through, and all year our water administrator, director of public works, and our water licensed operator all I guess make notes and chart where water goes. Okay, so if we flush the hydrants, we have to account for that water because it's water that is coming out of our system. If we have a leak, we have to account for that. So throughout the year we do all of these things and we chart them, and then at the end of March we have to turn this into the DRBC. One other factor of it is our flow meters in our wells. And last July, we changed out the flow meters in wells 4 and 49. And then this past March, we changed out the other wells, so 1, 10, and 80. When we did that, we did see a reduction in the amount of water. So what does that mean? That means our wells were overstating how much they were pumping out before that. So that makes a difference with our report to the DRBC. So when we put all this together, what we showed is for our accountability, the water that we had, we are accounting for 69.36%. Still means that 30% of our water is unaccounted for. Now what is that? That's leaks that we might not know about, or a small leak that we just can't, it's not affecting the system enough that we are out there looking for it. Although we do go out a couple times a year to look for as many leaks as possible, and we've been doing a great job of that the last couple of years. But we do still have some, but we are improving, and that is, I guess where I'm going with this, is last year we were at 50%. So it's getting better. We're not quite where we want to be yet. If we got to 15%, that'd be great. We have an old system though, so I'm not quite sure we can get to that. But as long as we show improvement every year, I think that's great. And the work that Zappi and John Cordero are doing to make sure that when we do get a leak, we find it and we address it, certainly is helping with this report. So this is something we do every year. One thing the board did ask also, since it's going to be a year in July, for when we change out those flow meters, to give an update on that. So we'll do that again in August. Another item from the Board of Directors is the strategic plan, and we had a board subcommittee that that's been updating the strategic plan. We do this every year with our one-year action plans. They sent the recommendations to the board at the meeting in April, and it was approved. So our one-year action plans are really our priorities and our goals for this year. So those are now set, and we'll start working on those. And those come from the board, they come from management, and also some recommendations from committees on things that the committees have been working on. So we do a calendar to track all of these. It's at the end of the board packet, plus we put it in the newspaper a couple times a year just to show members how we're doing and show our progress with our goals and procedures. So look for that. I'll get that in probably the June newspaper, plus it'll be in the board packet starting in May, so you can look at those, see what those new priorities are and those new goals, and then see how we're doing and our progress on those. I want to thank everybody for your patience while the mailroom parking lot is being worked on. We did the paving last night, got that all taken care of. We are in the middle of striping it, though. We do have the majority of the spots striped, but there is that middle area that we're working on, and we just want to see how traffic flows and how that all lays out before we finish that up. But again, thank you for your patience. I know at times it was inconvenient, but it looks great now, and new parking spots, and hopefully a better way of getting around and getting into the mailroom. That's all I have this week. Check out Zappy in the Digging Deeper video. He's giving you updates on Forest Drive, so make sure you check those out. Recreation Rundown's got everything day camp. Remember, tomorrow 9 a.m. That's all I have. Have a good weekend.